The St.Lawrence Hall was built in 1850. The hall was originally built for social gatherings for the wealthiest people in Toronto. Its only purpose is social and cultural, for recitals and rallies. It was restored in 1967 as a centennial project after being abandoned for a few decades. The building was named after Canada's patron saint. Its architectural masterpiece in stonework shows the Renaissance influence in its construction. William Thomas was the architect in charge of the design. Italian style ornate details are some of the characteristics that make this building unique and so attractive to locals and tourists.
St. James Cathedral is the oldest of the great cathedrals in downtown Toronto. The Anglican parish of St. James was established in 1797 in the town of York. St. James' unique 12-inch ringing bells, which are called the Bells of Old York, were installed to celebrate the cathedral's bicentennial in 1997. It can be heart-peeling on a weekly basis in the St. Lawrence neighborhood, reminding of the strong connection between the cathedral and the community. St. James Cathedral is a prime example of Gothic revival architecture. It showcases the trajectory of surviving robbery and repeated fires. As the home of the Diocese of Toronto and Anglican Church of Canada, St. James Cathedral is a historic religious anchor located within the district.
The Omni King Edward Hotel, located on 37 King Street East, is in the historic Old Town neighborhood of Toronto. The hotel was originally built in 1903 by Mr. George Gooderham, which costed $6 million. As one of Toronto's first luxury hotels, it was the first choice of business travelers, political figures, and convention attendees. At the time, during 1903, the King Edward Hotel was not only a luxury hotel, but it also surrounded by art that is worth $75 million today. Throughout the years, the hotel has been passed down to many ownerships, including Sheridan, Metropolitan Life Insurance Company, and currently Omni Hotel and Resorts. One of the biggest renovations of the hotel was the Crystal Ballroom, which held many social events. The room opened in 1922. It was closed in 1970s due to the safety hazards. The Crystal Ballroom reopened in 2017, costing $6.5 million of renovation.
As the midway point in our tour, we will explore Birksey Park. Long before this 3,606 square meter park existed, it stood as a parking lot. It was in 1980 when the city agreed the space should be converted into a public park. Named after William Birksey, who is considered to be a co-founder of modern Toronto alongside Jonathan Graves Simcoe, Birksey Park has become a very popular attraction for tourists to visit because of its eye-capturing art installations. Here you can bask at the beauty of the Gooderham mural, the Jacob's Ladder statues, and more recently, the famous dog fountain, which consists of 27 statue pups of various breeds, topped with a golden bone. This fountain has become so popular, even dogs come for a photo op. Don't worry if you're a cat person though, there is also one lucky cat there to welcome you too.
Sometimes known as Toronto's Flatiron, the Gooderham Building is one of Toronto's most iconic and historical attractions. This is located on the intersection of Wellington and Front Street and is in the heart of the city and St. Lawrence neighborhood. This building dates back to 1892 when it was completed and was founded by George Gooderham, who was the son of the person who founded the Gooderham and Worts distillery. The building's unique structure and architecture attracts many tourists every year along with its significance to the city. At the back of the building, a famous mural was painted in the 1980s and has an illusion effect to it, as if there were curtains and more windows than it actually has. Another notable aspect to the building is the oldest electric motor elevator and has welcomed the infamous Al Capone during the Prohibition years.
There's the oldest elevator in Toronto.
This is the oldest elevator in Toronto.
I'll take a look.
Sure.
Go ahead and take a look.
Wow.
It's 130 years old as of August 5th of this year.
Meridian Hall was originally established as the O'Keefe Centre in October of 1960. Its main purpose at the time was to help Toronto become the most culturally inclusive city in the world. With 3,191 seats, Meridian Hall is considered the largest soft-seat theater in Canada. Within its first 2 decades, it housed the likes of The Supremes, Johnny Cash, and Dolly Parton, and has since undergone a few name changes. Today, Meridian Hall has become a very popular theater that houses a variety of different shows that can pique anyone's interest. Due to COVID-19, it has since shut down all performances, and for now, we'll just have to appreciate it for what it stands for.
The Old Spaghetti Factory has been a part of Toronto's history since the 1970s. This huge warehouse was originally built in 1898 and was used as a blacksmith shop. It was converted in 1971 into the restaurant we know today. Currently, it's being operated as a huge one-level restaurant that seats around 600 guests, with 468 in the dining room and 100 in the lounge. At the Old Spaghetti Factory, you can find delicious signature dishes such as pesto linguine, lobster ravioli, and goat cheese angolati. The Old Spaghetti Factory is known for its display of unique antiques, artifacts, including antique elevators, streetcars, gas lamps, and the 100-year-old carousel. It has beautiful high ceilings, skylights, and colorful stained glass windows. The Old Spaghetti Factory should be on everyone's list of places to experience in Toronto.
The St. Lawrence Market is one of Toronto's oldest institutions, dating as far back as 1803 when Lieutenant Governor Peter Hunter designated the area south of King between Jarvis and Church and out to front as the Market Block. The original market was known as Market Square, and people gathered there on Saturdays. Through several restorations and renovations over the years, the 3 buildings complex consists of St. Lawrence Market North, St. Lawrence Market South, and St. Lawrence Hall. Named the best food market in the world by National Geographic in 2012, the St. Lawrence Market is a foodie haven for both Toronto residents and visitors to the city. Filled with history, tasty food, and great shops, St. Lawrence Market is the perfect spot to spend your day. The North Building is being redeveloped to improve the utility of the St. Lawrence Market complex, and is projected to be completed and operational by spring 2022.
That concludes our heritage walking tour of the St. Lawrence area. We hope this tour has offered you a glimpse into some of the beautiful heritage this area has to offer, encouraging you to explore more of Toronto's rich history. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on our next tour.